Well, after many years of at least a decade of faithful service, I think it is finally time to give up on the 18-volt nickel cadmium batteries. Great machines, great tools, but I think it's time for an upgrade. So figure this would be the introduction video, and I'll give you my takes on these machines as I go. So a couple months ago, back in I think September, I picked up this DCF 899 with the 20 volt 5 amp hour battery Dewalt Impact gun. Now this has the pin, the detente pin in it instead of the hog ring. This is capable of 1200 foot-pounds of torque takeoff, 700 foot-pounds of torque on. It's 3-speed, 1, 2, 3, and that's just basically lots of power. Really like it. The only problem is it's heavy, very heavy. So Black Friday, we're going to go ahead and set this off to the side, since I will continue to use them, and I'll talk a little bit more about them here in a little bit. On Black Friday, happened to be, I actually ended up at a store, not necessarily Black Friday shopping, but you know, Black Friday, the deals were so good, just couldn't pass it up. So they had this this DCK 299P2, which comes with the I would say higher end version impact driver, and then a brushless hammer drill. Both 20 volt, comes with 5 amp hour batteries. Now the really nice thing is I've already got a 5 amp hour battery on my impact gun over here, my 1/2-inch drive impact gun. Now I have an impact driver with a 5 amp hour battery, and we'll open the package here in just a minute. Also on Black Friday, went ahead and there's impact ready. They had a 40-piece set for $14.99. And then, really cool thing, the store that had this package on sale was doing a, for every $50 you spend, you get $10 in gift cards, but you have to wait a couple days to use the gift cards. Well, guess what? After Black Friday, I think I had $90 in a gift card because I bought a couple other things that I'll get into in another video, or maybe the end of this one. At which point, I then bought this yesterday. It is a 4.5-inch angle grinder with brake. It was a tool only. The reason I bought the tool only is because basically they had, if you bought the tool, you got a free 5 amp hour battery with the tool. So for $179, I bought the tool, got the free battery, and I think the package itself is like $229, something like that. So, and plus I used my $90 gift card, so it came out pretty good. Pretty good in terms of dollar-wise. So we'll go through and see what they look like. I have not opened them. Here it is, you know, it's what, December 8th, something like that when I'm making this video. And I haven't been able to even take them out of the package, and I've had them here for, well, I've been here for over a week. So I haven't even taken them out of the package or anything. So you can watch that live. Well, you can watch it on the camera. So there we go. We can take it out of the case. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Really cool thing about particularly the impact driver, aside from the fact that it is a 5 amp hour battery, is it is a 3-speed as well. So you have 1, 2, 3. Now the interesting parts about that, let me see if it has it on here. It does not. But the first speed is something like 40 inch-pounds. No, this is the drill. Here we go. So this is a DCD 991. Let me see if I can figure out the specs. Looking through the book real quick. I think you can still get this set on. I think you can still get this set at like Home Depot or something for $300, something like that. Like I said, I think I told you I paid $250 for the set. I'm looking for. I'll have to find the specs. Looking through all the different languages. Anyway, like I said, I'll have to find the specs later, but nice thing is this 3-speed will handle all the various fasteners I have, and the 40 inch-pounds is really nice for tightening into things that don't need to crack. And then you have the 20 amp or 20 volt brushless hammer drill, or hammer drill if needed, either on or off for the hammer drill. I can't remember where that switch is at. I looked at all these specs while I was doing it. But, and I got 2 chargers because the impact driver actually came with the charger. So I've got 2 chargers, 4 batteries, an angle grinder, drill, an impact driver, and impact gun. So this should be a pretty good time getting used to all of the new Dewalt stuff. Now, why did I one of the questions that people will probably ask, and I've been asked this a couple times when I debuted the DCF 899 over there on the corner, why did I not go with Milwaukee? Milwaukee has a great product lineup. Really, I have no complaints about Milwaukee, and I think if they would have had better local availability for the tools, I probably would have gone with them. But living in a somewhat rural community, availability of tools, particularly going down and getting new batteries and things like that. I'm not saying that they need to have a complete line, but when you looked at them, what's available in the stores locally compared to what is available online, the pickings were pretty slim. Meanwhile, Dewalt has a really good. There's 3 stores that carry Dewalt. Dewalt. They have the most inventory between the 3 stores. So I had the most, I had the biggest selection and the largest number of the individual tools available for Dewalt. That is the only reason I went with Dewalt. I'm going to say that overall, there's probably not going to be a big difference between the two for my purposes. Obviously, if you get into some of the heavy torque applications, Milwaukee is probably going to outclass the DeWalt. Just in general, it's going to outclass the DeWalt because the 3/4 DeWalt impact gun actually has the same specs as a 1/2 inch. So that's, going up to 3/4 inch isn't going to help you much. But this is the new tool set for the shop, and you're going to see me use them in videos. One thing I have never had before, I've had an impact driver. I've used that extensively. I have had a drill. Yeah, I don't really think I've used the drill all that much. But the impact gun I really love over the air-powered gun that I did have. And then angle grinder's new. I do use my angle grinder quite a bit. This is my angle grinder. In fact, I was using it last week to cut some stuff. Really love it, but it's, you got to have a cord to do it. And so I'm looking forward to using this one. I went with the one with the clutch and the kickback brake over so there was like a $129 one, and then there was a $179 one. I went with the $179 mostly because this was the paddle style that didn't have the hand guard underneath it. So probably a little bit easier to hold. And it had the kickback brake, which is kind of nice for when you're going into metal and things like that. So I may add some things. One of the things I would like to add to this collection is a battery powered vacuum. So we'll might look for that moving forward. I'm not really sure, but this is the new DeWalt collection, and I may buy adapters for the DeWalt stuff for my old tools, and may buy the nickel cadmium adapters because they do sell those adapters to use. I think they sell the adapters to use the new lithium ion batteries. So we'll see that, because I do like my old DeWalt stuff. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with this drill here. I mean, it still works. I mean, I really like it. It was a higher end drill at the time that I bought it. I really like, I've got 2 drills and impact driver. I have no complaints about them other than the fact that the batteries are just pretty much toast. And, a battery pack, I think I was looking when I was buying these, and a battery pack now is $100 for a single battery. So kind of planned obsolescence there, which is fine. They don't last forever. So anyway, thanks for watching. Leave your comments, thoughts below, and on to the next video. Just a quick addendum. Finally, I had the wrong manual earlier. Sorry about that. When you look into the manual on this usage on this drill driver, you can see that in mode 1, maximum torque is 20 foot-pounds or 240 inch-pounds. So a little bit higher than I thought. I think I just forgot the 2 there when I was saying 40 inch-pounds. But still, I mean, really nice to have something that low. You can, I mean, most applications will use just a little bit less than that. So, I mean, it's one of those things that you probably hit it once and call it good. So, but yeah, that's just an addendum to the video. Thanks for watching.